Now, many people swear by Mozilla's browser platform due to its open source ethos, but when it comes up slow in many of the benchmarks which it sets for itself, it's kind of hard to fight for it. It came up slower in tests than pretty much every major browser, including Apple's Safari, making it a much slower alternative to offerings from Google, etc. Obviously, it was much quicker than Internet Explorer though, because these days, what isn't? Opera is built with itself in mind, not the user. Most of its user interface issues come from its own lack of customization, and some users have even complained that it can't communicate with a computer's default connection without modification, which is obviously a bit of a pain. Perhaps most damaging though is the fact that it doesn't quite fit on most modern screens. What's with that? Remember when you had to pay for your browser? Netscape Navigator was one of the market leaders for internet access in the 1990s, but its demise came about due to the myriad of free alternatives available on the market. By packaging Internet Explorer for free with Windows, Microsoft effectively killed off a product which had been murdered before. By releasing Navigator 4.0 and replacing the elegant, effective architecture of the previous iteration, Netscape cemented their browser's reputation as being clunky, backwards, and a relic of the early internet age. Speaking of relics, remember AOL's failed computer revolution, which would have seen them take control of pretty much every program on your computer? Well, instead of embracing the wealth of content already available on the internet, AOL decided they better have a program for every user's every need. And so AOL Explorer was born. Among the worst browsers ever made, with a cluttered design and about 1 million windows going on at once. Too many windows by far. Now, most people have just entirely forgotten about the fact that Internet Explorer existed, having long since abandoned it for more secure, faster browsers. But let's just take a trip down memory lane and remember the worst browser ever made, Internet Explorer. Pretty much every iteration of Microsoft's flagship browser comes with a litany of issues and feature lists so outdated it might as well be written on the Dead Sea Scrolls. Microsoft is so slow to patch these issues too that potential deal breakers can be left hanging for months before a patch is available to put them right. To be honest, it's amazing they bother at all these days. Lastly, Internet Explorer used ActiveX, a buggy, insecure system of browser add-ons which was extremely vulnerable to attacks right up until this year, when the whole browser was scrapped on its new operating system in favour of Microsoft Edge. So yeah, they did get rid of it. They finally got rid of it. But it took them so long. Will Edge be any better than its wheezing, awful forebear? Well, only time will tell.